The convener, distinguished members of the PDP, we welcome you to this important meeting. In fact, this meeting is preparatory to the meeting of tomorrow, so that we understand, we appreciate, and we try to solve some of the problems before we go to our main meeting. And I do believe that so far, without even getting to the main issues, that we have been able to resolve most of them. But many a times, if you don't look at your little history, you will be repeating the same problem. And I heard both the chairman and the chairman of Governors Forum have been very diplomatic and say, come back, come back. No, you don't invite nomadic politicians back to your place. These were people with the history of nomadism. If you recall, our major problem started probably 2013, 2014, when in nomadic life, your own selfish interest becomes more important than the interest of the people. So we need to understand that the lack of discipline has created this problem. We cannot keep on knowing that the black sheep in the family keeps on destroying whatever we're building, and then you say, come back. In fact, the most shocking time, the most shocking period was 2019. I'm happy that my chairman, Bukola Saraki, has found the light for not going like he did the last time. And I joked to them, I said, you are coming back. But because of the lack of discipline of the party, when we went to Port Harcourt, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 out of the 12 candidates, all were nomadic politicians. We need, and I was happy the member from House of Representatives was talking about reward and punishment. Our constitution is specific. You leave the party, you join the queue. The party is not just to win elections. The party is also to ensure the culture of sane, real, principled politics. So even if we don't win elections, but we are one united, principled party, we will be recognized. Please, let us pay attention to what we should be doing, rather than looking at those people who will never, ever think of you, but only think of themselves. We must create a party.
For me, politics and public life is about transformational, trying to change a society. Before I went into politics, I lived in the UK and I participated in so many caring events. I've been to Afghanistan, I've been to Rwanda, I've been to Haiti, I've been to Philippines on missions like that. So it is not about winning or losing election. To tell you, I'll give you an example, which I'm sure Ruben is aware. When I was a governor and there was earthquake in Haiti, I went to President Jonathan and I said, I want to go to Haiti. And he said, why? I said, I want to go and help them to rebuild. They just have an earthquake. And he said, when? I said, I'm leaving in 2 days' time. I've even withdrawn my son from school. We are going to Haiti. Go and ask the Nigerian ambassador in the Caribbean then. Go and ask the police people. That's how I knew that Nigerian police even worked in Haiti. Go and ask them. I was in Haiti for 1 week, helping them to rebuild. Even went back with the bishop, Catholic bishop of Nnewi now, Hilary Okeke, Bob Manuel, the actor, Went back when I raised about $200,000 for them to help them rebuild. So this is what I used to do. Even in my family, I can say it. My son was in Costa Rica in 1 year teaching them English in rural place. My daughter today is a teacher in a secondary school in Nigeria, teaching and everything. When I could have even got a job to work in a bank as a bank executive and everything. So for me, since I left office, I visited over 150 schools, hospitals, everything, I've been to schools in Sokoto, Nasarawa, Kogi, every part of Nigeria, if you ask Governor Tambowal, he will tell you that I was in Sokoto. He gave me the car to take me to a school in the border of Nigeria and the other country, and he asked me, what did you do? I said, I come to visit schools. Let me even come home to what is very quick. On the 10th of this month, I was in Good Shepherd Hospital in Enugu, run by Bishop Chukwuma. The next day, I was on the 11th, I was in Philomena Hospital in Benin, a big hospital run by the Catholic Diocese of Benin. On the 17th, I was in Holy Ghost Hospital and the School of Nursing in Emekuku in Owerri. On the just 2 days ago, I was in the school, Madonna School of Nursing in Umuahia. All these places that I visited, I've not spent less than 1.5 million trying to help them one thing or the other. In school in Nsukka, School of Nursing in Nsukka, I'm helping them to raise $100 million, so Naira, to be able to ensure that that place is up and running. So if you look at my life between the time I was in office and today, you can't see any difference. Public life is, and that's why I'm saying, let's raise the politicians who practice it the way it's practiced all over the world. You don't need to be in office. Being in office might help me to do more, but you don't need to be in office to do what you're supposed to do. I live in the village. I live with the people in the village. I see them every day. I try to help them. So it's not about post or time or this. No. It's for transactional politicians who use it as a business enterprise. So if you're not in post, okay, let me go. So if you actually say, because I'm not in post, that's not what you should do. You can do right things. You can visit schools, guide school children like I go, sit down with them, talk with them, encourage them and everything. You don't need to be a governor or minister this to do that. I can't make comment on election policing. I will only just say it depends on whoever is in charge at the time. I've had the opportunity of being involved in free and fair election. Under President Jonathan, I had my second tenure. And I went to him as the president and said, Mr. President, I don't want one vote that is not belonging to me to be recorded for me, and I don't want one vote to be recorded for another person. Just ask the INEC chairman, police officers and people coming here for this election, for interest of peace, let them do free and fair election. And I have so many people to bear that witness. Even when his own party people, PDP, came to my state, I called him and said, Mr. President, I'm in my village. I don't want people wandering around in my state. I voted and I'm in my village. I heard so and so people are in my state. They are not from this state. They should leave this state. And within few minutes, he called them and they left the state. I said, please, let them count the result. So when we talk about election, it depends on the human being that is involved. If the right person is involved, we have free and fair election. But if people decide that we have to leave off the situation we have, where we have become a crime scene, and we are chasing criminals, the criminality will start from the politicians doing the right thing. If we want to talk about security, talk about anything, when we stop stealing as public officers, the children and all those criminals will equally learn from us. And as policing will even do their work better. Election policing is easy. if we have people who are not ready to seal the election,